Our planet is burning, climate disasters are becoming extreme, over 3 billion people are at risk of being displaced or worse. Clearly, the climate time bomb is ticking and countries are scrambling to find solutions. So far, they've made little progress, and now America may have come up with a new idea. It wants to block sunlight from reaching the Earth. As bizarre as it sounds, this phenomenon is no longer science fiction. It has made its way to legitimate debate. The question is, can it be effective? Or is it just another extreme artificial tactic to alter our atmosphere? Our next report tells you.
4.5 billion years. That's how old our planet is. Quite a long life, wouldn't you say? One filled with daily battles with the human race because we have polluted its air and water. Strewn rubbish everywhere, over 2.24 billion tons of it, and corrupted nature. So now the world is heating up. And finally, we see how this affects us. We see how climate change harms us. When our air is too polluted to breathe, when the skies are orange from wildfires, and when billions of us risk displacement. So what do? We come up with ideas to solve the problem we have created. And if we're the US, we want to modify the atmosphere further to fight the changes we created in the first place. Sounds both confusing and disappointing at the same time? That's maybe because it is. We're talking about solar radiation modification. In simple terms, it means blocking sunlight. Yes, literally blocking the sun's rays, altering sunlight. This is seen as a potential response to fighting climate change. It sounds like science fiction, like some massive shield created by mad scientists that could protect our planet. But, believe it or not, this could actually become reality, thanks to the US. The White House has released a report. It indicates that the Biden administration wants to study altering sunlight, to research this phenomenon some more because it could potentially cool the planet. And fairly quickly, that too. But soon after this, the US ordered a review, showing certain amount of skepticism, meaning that there will be no quick decisions, for the time being, just research. But even so, this is a big deal. The US may want to undertake solar experimentation in the future. It could toy with the sun, and in the world of science, this is extremely controversial. This is not a new concept, but the reason too much progress hasn't been made here is because it divides scientists. Some say it's the last line of defense. It should only be used if and when nations fail to reduce their greenhouse emissions. You know, the gas emissions that cause global warming. But then there is another school of thought. Some experts have issued serious warnings, saying that it could make the atmosphere dependent on a particular substance. So, if this stops, it could abruptly increase temperatures. The thing is, this concept is like putting an ill-fitted band-aid on the problem. For starters, it does nothing to address current problems, like reducing pollution, or the use of fossil fuels, or ocean acidification. All it does is try to deal with the symptom, which is overheating. And this report talks about a bunch of ways to limit sunlight reaching the Earth, like increasing cloud cover over the oceans or reducing the amount of a certain type of cloud. All of these methods have risks, significant ones. And most of all, each one of them can make things much worse, like alter global weather patterns or disrupt food supplies. And, as mentioned earlier, even lead to abrupt warming. Several experts have warned against this controversial method, though for now it seems like the US is seriously considering it. And if so, the White House should know that it's playing with fire, quite literally.